everybody, welcome to WakeUpToLife.tv with Kelsey.
And Karen. So today is part 2 of do you react to life or do you respond to life? Now we all know that we receive either negative feedback in life or positive feedback in life. And what you can do in your life is that can be your guiding post, the signpost in your life. If you have people that are reacting to you in some way, you know, maybe that you need to change your behavior patterns or something's going on where you need to change your thoughts and how you're viewing life. Or if you're receiving positive feedback, then you know, it's like the universe is saying, hey, good for you, keep going on that path. And so yeah, it's expanding your awareness of what is going on around you.
And also looking at, you know, what do you consider negative and positive? Because sometimes you can actually over-evaluate someone's comment. You may take it wrong or right, and really just knowing what's your filter. How are you listening? So that's one thing as well.
That's so important because it's when we react to something, it's maybe the person that is before us is creating a sense of change within us, and we are like, oh, yeah. We're stuck in this place and we don't want to change, but that's what life's all about, is the change. So it's defining that for yourself. And okay, you know what, even though I don't like what I'm hearing or what's going on right now, I'm going to move through it.
Yeah. And just, you know, knowing that everything in life is temporary. So no matter what dire situation you are in or how you perceive as dire, it will not last forever. And that's the beauty in it. For me, it's always the light at the end of the tunnel. It's knowing that, okay, you know, this is happening right now, but this will not be forever. So instantly it's like, okay, I just got to deal with what's so until it's complete.
Exactly. And it's just, because I know for myself, I'll go, okay, this moment, even though it may not be a preferred moment, right? I might think, okay, well, this is just a phase of my life right now. It's just gonna, I'm flowing through it, and so long as I don't allow myself to get stuck in it, then I'm gonna be moving through it a lot quicker.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever that experience is for me. And we also want to look at our emotional dimension as well, the emotional body, and knowing that it's another aspect of ourselves, another dimension, and we need to become in tune with that self, because it's there that we can say, you know what, I need to master my emotions, and so that I can reach a greater understanding. Because when we are in our emotional body, we are not in our mental body, and that's where the intelligence is to be able to move forward in a positive way. And we cannot make good, solid choices if we're in our emotional body. If we're in our sadness, or if we're in our anger, nothing can happen here. Nothing can break through here. So we've got to make sure that we release that part of ourselves, and then we can say, okay, this is what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to take this kind of action. And it's just it's so important.
And also in those moments, because it's the moment that it's really where you have to harness this new part of yourself, which is new change, new action, something different that breaks the cycle. Unfortunately, because if you don't, then it's just going to be an instant reaction every time. And you know, if you're always thinking of, I want to transform myself in this, you set your intention for that, then that's when the newness will happen. You will get that spark in you that in that moment you will get the inspiration to have a new action. But you set the intention first, and then let divine work with you, and you just have to be there for it.
Definitely. And I know for me, when I was mastering my emotional body, there would be moments where I'd be in anger, and I would be observing my anger self, all these words I'd be projecting out, of blaming someone, but there would be the self within me going, ooh, Karen, look at you, you're angry. Oh, look at those words coming out of your mouth. And I could make a conscious choice in that moment to say, do I want to stop? And my ego would go, no.
So good.
Yeah, and so, but it's a negative vibration that we're putting out, and that comes back to us. The more anger we hold within our body, it causes disease and illness. So we want to be able to say, no, this is not who I am. This is not who I am. I am more than this, and I'm now going to connect to my heart. And you can say, you just slow yourself down, you just breathe, breathe, take a moment, and just reflect on how you are perceiving the person that you're with. Because I know for me, when I was in my anger state, I would have a projection of who I thought they were at the time. Oh, you're not as smart as I am, or whatever we're gonna blame that person. You're not thinking like I think, or that I want you to think.
There's a separation there.
It is, yes. And we've got to honor everyone that takes a part in our life cycle.
Yeah. And it's really great when there's others around that are willing to work with you with this.
Yes.
Because then there's that part of that, there's that acceptance that's there, that it's like, okay, yeah, I got really angry, I lashed out, and I apologize, and then there's that, you're in your heart again, right? And there's that, the full circle of healing there.
Definitely.
So it really helps, and you know what, even if the person isn't fully understanding it, it's great to do it anyway, and however they tend to react to it that's their stuff. And just, leaving that to their healing, and just knowing that you're doing this for you, because really it's about honoring yourself. So it's your journey.
Yes, exactly. And it's just, and when you're in that moment, it's you know that you have that choice right there, right in that moment, to honor yourself and the person before you. And it's taking that time to go, you know what, I'm love. And yeah, it's a little bit of a journey.
It is, yeah.
But you'll get there, and there'll be a moment where you experience and you go, oh my, look at me, I'm not emotional, I don't have these emotional charges that I once did when I dealt with this person, or when I dealt with the situation.
Yeah, it's like they've had that same action before, and you're like, wow, before that would have just set me off, and now nothing. How many times did that happen, hey?
And that, you're waking up.
Yeah, just pat yourself on your back. That's exactly where the journey is. And that can be so subtle, right? Because sometimes you miss it, and so just those gems. Really acknowledge that is you spiraling up, and actually, above the negative vibration. So that's the amazing thing.
Moving from the old self and the old ways of being to the real authentic self. Yeah. And so yes, and those are major accomplishments, and those are very transformational moments. Yes. And you can say, oh yeah, look at me. I'm getting there. I am.
Yeah. Oh, that's so exciting.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone. We love our shows, and please email us. And when you do, could you please just write in the city where you come from as well, or the country, because our next show, Kelsey and I are going to be actually having some of our emails with some of our fans who've written, and we're going to be sharing some of our wonderful messages that we're receiving. So yes, let us know where you're from, and we'll have you on the show with your message.
Exactly. Maybe we'll have to get one of those world maps and start doing the little pin
That's
thing.
a great idea.
We got New York.
Yes, definitely. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Namaste.
Namaste.